What's happening, everybody? Listen, today I'm doing a Corvair Cyclops. I don't know if you ever had one. It's going to be more of a bolder profile. Got a little bit of punch to it. Definitely something that's going to be, that you do on a full stomach. I wouldn't recommend this anything early. I wouldn't recommend doing this anything as far as with if you have not eaten, anything like that. So you're going to get a little bit more flavor principles to it. You're going to get a lot more boldness to it. And your taste profile is going to be a little bit of an earthy sense to it, a little bit of a spice sense to it, and it's definitely going to be nutty. So you're going to have the earthiness, just a little bit of the earthiness to it. Once again, a little bit of the spice, and you're definitely going to have a lot more nut and chocolate feel to it. So I guess, based upon how that goes, is what it is. I want to say this to everyone. Hey, man, listen, once again, I've always tried to speak positive situations and positive manners and positive mindsets. Take one day at a time, enjoy life, do things in life, do things that are that transform memories. Do things in life that brings memories together. When you get later in life and you sit back and you got a lot of time, memories are what going to keep you going. It's going to keep you sustained. It's going to keep you laughing. It's going to keep you crying. It's going to keep you full of emotions because you physically went through something that you can remember, and it's just going to bring, if it was a joyous moment, it's going to bring back a smile. If it was a harsh moment that you made it through, it may draw a tear. You know what I'm saying? But at least it shows you that you made it through each and every one of your encounters, and you're still here. So keep that in mind of that nature. Got a lot of things coming up in the woodworks. I don't want to speak too much on them, but definitely once we get everything finalized out, I'll be bringing it out to you guys. I'm about this whole culture. Some people try to sit back and they'll play around with it. I just have taken on the roots that if I'm gonna get involved with it, if I'm gonna spend money on it, then I need to know what it is that I'm doing. So I take a different approach to it. So I try different cigars. I try different flavor palettes, profiles. I try to do it all that way because I want to get a true understanding of what it is that I'm doing. I understand the networking aspect of it. I understand the party go aspect out of it. I understand the meeting of people aspect out of it. But the one common thing that brings you together is the cigar. The cigar is the one tool that I can see break down racial barriers, color barriers, any biases that you have. Because if you can sit back and you can talk about what it is that you enjoy out of a cigar, where it puts you, what kind of place it puts you in, even if a person don't really like you, they're gonna respect the fact that they can understand what it is that you're talking about. So you have common ground when it comes to that. But just understand, listen, we can sit out here and we can play around. Understand this culture. Understand the experience. Create the experience. Try something different. Try something new. You might say, hey, I might only like flavored stuff. Technically a lot of your stuff is flavored if it's dark. If it's a real dark cigar, 9 times out of 10 it has a spray to it, a mineral spray to it. So that's technically, is that an infusion? So you have to look at it and be careful when you say infusions. Yes, we're talking about natural leaves that don't have any type of flavor principle profile to it. But when you have that mineral on there and it smokes differently and it produces a lot more smoke, that actually changed the complexity of that cigar. So, you know, just understand that we all have our little ins and outs. We all have our what we likes and don't like, and our taste palettes. That's why some people can eat pork, some people don't eat pork. They just don't like the taste of it. Some people don't like meat, period, because they just don't like the way the taste feels of flesh. So, you know, different things, different strokes for different folks. So my advice to anyone is that make sure you go out there and find something that you enjoy. Once you enjoy it, you can kind of brace around and know what kind of profile palettes that are out there as far as what they're doing other blends with, and they'll tell you, okay, well, hey, this is a nutty, this is a chocolate, this is a spice, this is a earthy. You know, you got some that are the leaves are actually blended with jalapeno peppers. You know, it's spicy around the lips. Some people like that, you know. But I'm just gonna say to you is that enjoy this culture, understand this culture, respect this culture, and smoke well, my friends, because that's what it's about. Enjoy.